place. I'm starting to decorate in full swing now because if I don't, I won't make it in time for company that's coming. I think the first arrive on the 22nd. And we have one weekend away, another weekend I'm working at my daughter's store, and then it's the weekend before Christmas. So like 3 days before somebody comes. So I've got so much to get done, and we're still unpacking. Okay, so today I'm going to work on my husband's study. I'm hoping this will be kind of a quick video for you. So I will Okay, we're in my husband's study, which is what we're gonna decorate today for Christmas. And I've taken down, I think, all the fall stuff. What he's added since, I don't think this was here at fall, nor that. Oh dear. But he has agreed to give up this space for a tree, and I'll tell you why in a minute. He doesn't have to have one, but I do, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So none of that's changed. Somebody had mentioned that we should use these as bookends, which they probably were meant for that. However, he has and I think they said they put them in the center. So I'm telling you why that's not going to work. All of his charging and electronics are there, plus there are electronics going underneath each of those. So it is a very functional desk, and those look good covering up some of the cording that goes down below. Yeah, it's a little bit of a mess. We just got back into town. Oh, I did put a picture in here. Okay, I see a Santa Claus picture. I don't know if that's staying. I started grabbing things. Yeah, here's a couple things over here. I believe this might have been his. I think we saw it and he fell in love with it. He grew up with pugs. I don't know how many there were in his life, but quite a few. And then, gee, if my relatives are watching, I think we actually bought it as a gift for them and never mailed it. Sometimes we do that on accident. It was an accident. So they still have pugs. His one brother has. I think they still have two, but maybe they just have one. Okay, and then just one of our nutcrackers. I mean, that's from 2007. Okay, what am I gonna do? Oh my goodness. Oh, and one more, which if you ever, I think I have this in my, I don't know, maybe I have it in my thing here. This is, I was talking about this. This is me. My Santa visit when I think I figured it out, just over a year old. I can't remember now. I think I was like, let's see, December, probably about 15 months old. So back in the day. All right, you guys, this was the direction I was headed. I love this. It's one of my favorite wreaths. Oh, here's the tag, my goodness. And I've had it for years. Yeah, I remember this, Hobby Lobby. Because I thought, are you kidding me? But of course I didn't pay full price, but even at that, but my goodness, this is gorgeous. And you can tell I've had it for a while because animals actually do come and eat, and they also try to nest in them when they're out on the front door. Unbelievable amount of gorgeousness. So I was gonna hang that there, and then I keep, moving this from room to room, which I know you can't possibly see the metallic on it. It is incredible. Oh, now maybe you can. It is gorgeous. And I brought that in here, and against that blue, I think I'm headed in that direction, in which case this is not going to fly. And I don't have a wreath that's going to go with that completely, but I do have a white one. So I'm going to try it. This is all we do. My husband found his chess pieces. We bought this for him so many years ago. So it's a Civil War chess set. And I'm not a chess player, but I think they're pretty. Did he change anything else? I don't think so. Oh yeah, we call him Bernard. We found Bernard. So he's sitting in here. He means nothing. I don't know. We saw him at an antique place once and my husband loved him, so we bought him. Honestly, I'm not the shopper when it comes if he goes out with me, he shops. And then this is the tree we're going to put in here. Oh yes, I said I'd tell you about it. Okay, let me flip you around. Okay, I'm just going to throw this in as a tradition. It's not part of my tradition series, probably. I mean, it should be, but this year I'm just going to try and get through as much as I can. I don't know how many years ago I started collecting. I didn't even know they existed. A friend of ours mentioned something about the White House ornament. And I thought, what? I can get a White House ornament? It just sounded so spectacular and special. And I'm so into historic hotels. So when we go to a historic hotel, I always wish they have a gift shop and they have an ornament, because that's how that's another one of our traditions, but I won't get into that too much. Anyway, so I have this tree that is a slim, and we decorate it with the White House ornaments from the Historic Association of the White House, and they go way, way back. I don't know. When I pull them all out and decorate the tree, I'll know which the first one is. I have them all. It became a thing where it was a gift my mother always gave me. So there's a little, like, I know this will be the 4th Christmas she's not with us. And I guess the last couple, I bought it myself because I was so afraid somebody wouldn't buy it for me. But I didn't buy it this year. So we'll see how, if anybody's thinking of me. I mean, it would be my husband. And it's not a big deal. If I don't get it, I can buy it right after Christmas. But I love them. And the tree, we put that skinny tree in the dining room music area, and it was just too small. I told you I was going to do my music ornaments on there if I find them. And it needed to be a fuller tree. So we swapped out the trees, and I thought, where am I going to put my, normal dining room tree? Because I had a living room and a dining room before. So anyway, I coaxed him into letting me move his fishing gear out to the garage for Christmas so I could put the White House tree. I mean, once you see it, I always did it in blues and stuff. So you're going to think it belongs in here, even though it's my tree, but I can share it. So I'm going to start looking for stuff and trying to pull this together, and I will bring you along for the journey after I gather. Do you guys use these? These are felt covered and then rubber on the other side, or some kind of element, so that your tree, when it is on a more slippery surface like a wood floor, doesn't slide around. I mean, a child can come over here, they can still pull it down, but they're not going to like push it. And the same thing, I suppose, on a carpet, it gives it a little stability as well. Anyway, if I can find one of those to link below, I will. We use them for all our trees. So far, so good. How many of you get these put together and most of them don't light up? We have quite a few. And the trees are still in great shape, so I don't get rid of them. I just put, here, I spoke too soon. Oh, look at that. I was just going to say, if you shake them, sometimes they start working. But yeah, we just, like, even in here, I probably would like some blue light. So once I get those on, if I do, I won't start with that yet. I'm going to think about it. But once I get the blue lights on, I may choose to not even have the white ones plugged in, because sometimes it kind of looks weird. So I am so glad they invented slim trees, because as you can see, oh my goodness, it is the smallest little thing. And this is a good tree. This one is old, but I know that I got it at Michael's, because that's where I first started seeing a lot of slim trees a long, long time ago. And I know I got it for 50% off. So, and that was before Christmas, but again, a long time ago. I haven't been to a Michael's. I don't have a Michael's real close to me right now. So I haven't been to one this year. I know they have beautiful ornaments. But I tend to love the old-fashioned glass ones, and with all the grandkids, It's not something I need to be doing right now. Babies, I mean. Okay. I watch people do this on their YouTube channels, and I think, you know, you have a better vision because you're further away, and I think, oh, you've got a hole in your tree. But I'm sure they come back and fix it later. So I will too if you see one. I'm doing the best I can. Okay, that's an odd top. I don't feel like it's got a lot of times I've got them kind of bent down so that whatever I'm putting on top can, but that's just a stump. That's weird. Okay, well, there's the tree. Perfect. Oh my gosh, it looks perfect. Well, it doesn't look perfect, but it looks great. There is a bald spot here. I don't know if I can fix it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get, let me look at it with you. I'm not sure I should do blue lights. Oh, I have to hide that red sticker. Ooh, that's very dark right there. I wonder if there's some lights that burnt out. Surely there are, although I don't see them. Isn't that odd? You guys, there's a light. But there's no lights here. That is so strange. Okay, wow. It's a bald spot in the tree that, anyway, I don't know. I'll go grab the blue lights. I'll put them on and then we'll decide. Okay, I've only got half of it. I can tell right now the difference between the LED and these older lights. The LED barely show up on camera. I mean, they are itty bitty. I'm gonna turn the white ones out and show you what it looks like just blue. I'll just do it. So there it is. Oh boy, that is totally not enough. And I could fill it, and I don't think it would be enough. So I do need the white, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and add the blue anyway, even though it's barely noticeable. I'll just pretend like it's, you know, little garlands or something, because I just want that.
It's white outside, and the night is cold. Everyone's lighting candles in their homes. Yes, it's Christmas. It's a magic time. You can feel it in the air.
All right, here's my collection. So every year, unless you go back far away on the bottom, I'll show you in a second, but every year you will get, I don't know if this was, no, that's 2019. Oh, 21 is not in here because we couldn't find it, so it's out somewhere. But here is, so here was 2020, and you get these beautiful boxes. Let me pick this up. Okay. I just love these. By the way, I've never even done this, but you can register these because there's serial numbers on them. So it really is, I mean, if you're looking for a present that's not super expensive, but is really special, you could actually start somebody on them or just to have one. So this was the JFK one, and it's boxed so beautifully. Isn't that gorgeous? And then usually when you take it out, sometimes there's something on the back. They're not typically one-sided except for some of the, okay, so yeah, ooh, I'm gonna have to read this one. I don't even remember. President John F. Kennedy, 1961 to 1963, the White House belongs to the American people. First Lady Jacqueline Kennedy. So that's printed on the back of this one. So it's absolutely gorgeous. And then underneath your velvet container is always a booklet. I mean, if you're homeschooling your kids, these are great. This is great American history here, at least if you're going to learn the presidents. So they have a picture of the First Lady and the president back in the 60s. And then they tell you about the ornament and what it represents. And then they tell history. They talk about the administration and the family at the White House, etc. Very beautiful. And then each of them go into detail. I'm going to show you just one more. I'm just going to randomly pick one. I mean, there are just so many. So this is 2017. And it looks like it's a big eagle. But okay, so this one, oh gosh, is that gorgeous. Wow. I mean, these are spectacular, you guys. And if you think they're $100 or something, they are not. It's a very reasonable price. Oh, and then on the back, so you had that gorgeous eagle, and then on the back you have the White House and a Christmas tree. I hope you can see all that. There's snowflakes at the top, and it says Franklin D. Roosevelt. And then the booklet, I already have that one out here, has a picture of him with, I assume, his grandchildren. And so it will talk about him and his administration. And I don't know, I just find these to be a wonderful way to support a beautiful home that belongs to the American people. So, you know, I don't know if other countries have such things, but I'm so glad we have historical associations to preserve, you know, historic areas, historic hotels. Anyway, I'm gonna decorate, and I'll just leave the camera on for a little while and speed it up with some music, but the tree will be done soon.
That every child got their hearts filled up with joy. Yes, it's Christmas all around. All snow is falling down, all the colored lights lighting up this town. And as I walk outside, hear the Christmas choir sing Merry Christmas to you. This time of year is a time to cheer.
I'm not going to go through everyone. I do want to bring out some that are spectacular as far as memories or movability or intricacy. This one is absolutely beautiful. Actually, the quote is on the opposite side because it's both sides. But this little tree, gorgeous. And it says, "We shall have an old-fashioned Christmas tree." And then the rest of the quote is, "For the grandchildren upstairs, and I shall be their Santa Claus myself." President Benjamin Harrison. So this ornament is one of the movable ones. There's a train and then the rocking horse. And there was a letter that went out. Mrs. Grant, wife of President Ulysses S. Grant, proposes having an all-prize raffle for her little nephews, nieces, and cousins on Christmas and would like to include your children if they can be here. Isn't that beautiful? And on the other side, it isn't as great as the others, but they do have the back of the White House, but it moves, so. This one's absolutely breathtaking. I love that it's an actual photograph. So this was President Cleveland, who's the only president to have served 2 non-consecutive terms in the White House, and the only president to have been married in the White House. So this depicts the wedding. They used the blue room, and there's the back of that ornament. Very pretty. It's gorgeous. This was my mother's favorite. I love how it opens. So it says, the electric fixtures throughout the house are probably the most artistic that have been designed in the country. And so they made this one crystal to represent all the crystal chandeliers. It's a crystal depiction of the White House. It's absolutely stunning. I promise I'm not showing them all. This is so 3D. It's absolutely curved. And then when you turn it around, it's the inside of the blue room with the Christmas tree. I mean, you guys, it's so gorgeous. Oh, this one is representative of Harry S. Truman, 1945 to 1953. Okay, so when I started this, obviously I didn't start it at the beginning. I started it for the year, and then I wanted to get more. So they have a collection set. I've got actually 2 because they come in different years. So this one is 94 through 97. And so you still get all the, you still get all the little information and history about the ornament. In fact, there's a whole area of further reading in case you want more history. And then they are in there, they're not any less ornate, because you'd think, oh, it's a whole collection like that. They're just not individually boxed, but they're gorgeous. I'll show you the other set too. And I'm almost, that's it. Except for the one from last year that I don't have in here right now. Yeah, there's 2 in this set that I was very disappointed in. The first one and the second one are just little pieces of metal. And then we have some beautiful ones here. But still, they're a lot less as attractive as the ones that they started doing after that. So anyway, I'm going to finish decorating the tree. Thanks for sharing the historic White House ornament series with me. But so we have another one of these, but I believe I bought this one at the Historic Association. It's kind of a cute. So this you can hang or set an ornament for display. So I typically do my ornament of the year in a display, just so I know it and give it its full due, you know. And then something else I got, if you're thinking about doing this as a gift, last year, well, probably because it's got the ornament of the year as the big one. They must have just come out with this. I don't know. But it was the official White House Christmas ornament, collected stories of a holiday tradition. Oh, okay. So I guess, no, there's more to it than just the, now see, I don't have that. Maybe I don't have them all, you guys. I don't have the 1980s. I don't think. Oh my goodness. Well, no, wait a minute. I used to have that one. I think I'm missing a box. Okay, this is disturbing because I know I had that one. Oh, I don't remember. Yep, got those. Okay, anyway, it's just one more thing. Of course, it's not everything that's in the little papers that you get, but I like history. I hated it in school. Who'd have thought? My husband just came in. He'll was he was surprised. But he knew we were doing that. I put the little ornament holder in the center of the fireplace mantle. And I said, so that's what that's for, giving him the hint in case he hadn't ordered it. And he goes, well, it's here. Would you like it? So I thought for a minute and I decided we will wait till Christmas, maybe Christmas Eve, and then we'll get it and we'll put it on here so you can see it. I mean, you can see it online, but I'm gonna not look. I'm gonna be surprised. Oh, and lastly, so I always supplement with some different ornaments, and I kind of, you know, a lot of people love the matte. I mean, they're beautiful, and these are glass because I already broke 2 of them upstairs. I like the shiny ones because they reflect the light, and these don't. But I've had them for years, so I'm going to fill in with that. And then I have a tree skirt that's bronze, so it's going to go with this. So I won't come back until it's all done. And oh, by the way, so if you're on other channels, because I am all the time, I love watching people decorate. A lot of people, I mean, their trees look like they belong in a beautiful, I don't know, winter wonderland. They're full of picks and all kinds of garlands and things. And so if you may not find my trees all that attractive, I'm an ornament girl. I am about the very particular little things on there. And so most of my trees are thematic in a smaller way. Like I did one of those kind of trees once. I called it the peacock tree, and I had all kinds of crazy stuff sticking in it. And I still have those ornaments and I'm using them this year, but I don't even know. If I find those pics, I might do it in that one room. But I'm thinking about going and getting some silver tinsel just because this tree is almost crying for it, I think. Okay, I used up all my bronze and cream colored satin balls. So those are on there. And I don't know where my angels are right now. I typically have an angel on the top of all my trees rather than a star. I think somewhere in the house we might have 1 star. But I'm gonna go now to my mantle. So here we are. I still have the command hooks. Haven't even cleaned it up. So I had 3 hooks. Oh, no, I only had 2. That's right. I just did 2 hooks and I hung a green garland and, it was a orangey, I don't know. I don't really remember the garland, you guys, but I'm gonna do this. I think I might see if I can find a little piece of greenery to go underneath it though, because I think that would make it more substantial. So I'm gonna go on a hunt. So I just grabbed my garland from last year that was on our staircase. It's got little pine cones in it. I was gonna use it outside, but we don't have enough to do the whole thing. And so, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna take this down. It's sure to get broke. This was hanging way down on this end. Here, I'm gonna turn this a little bit. So I just squished it up because it's wired. So I'm contemplating at the moment whether I'm gonna do something here. And then it's got lights and electric, but I don't see a place to do that. So again, I'm gonna just squish this up. Okay, you guys, this is as much as I can do today. I will give you a real quick tour. So this is moving stuff that my husband has to deal with. I grabbed an old wicker basket that we have that's Christmas and threw some greens in it and tossed it up there in place of the fisherman's basket and moved this little guy there. That ornament actually has candy in it. It was filled with flowers when my father died. My father died on December 4th. So some of the people sent poinsettias and things, and that was just really sweet. I grabbed a couple of old pillows that are super small, and actually I've got another set I'm gonna try in here. I think I like these better just because they're velvet. And I lit a candle for the scent. I went back to this wreath. I should have about, I don't know, 10 wreaths, but I can't find them. I mean, of this size. I have a whole bunch of little ones that we used to put on all the windows, but the door wreaths, I should have a lot, and I don't know where they're at. So I think I'm making it work because, oh, I didn't take the tag off. I got it, I'll get it. Even though I've got the blue around the fireplace, you know, I've got the red here and I've got the red there. And I haven't found the topper for the tree, but I did put the skirt on. He has to clean his desk and I might do something else on it at some point, but I did put up a little sign there. I put some candles in his window, but we don't have batteries for them today. And this bookshelf was styled decently. I may have changed a couple things, but I didn't move his books at all because I was able to just come in and, you know, tighten it up. So, I mean, this guy really should be hanging. He's got little dental things hanging off of him. And this is one of my old music boxes and an old velvet box, which I also have more of those on the floor here. And that's our daughter when she was like, oh gosh, 2. And our boys when they were 2 and 1. And then all 3 of them at some point. And that's also a music box. This is a fun one because it came with candy in it a long time ago. So it's empty. So you could put cookies or candy in it still. And then I have nothing Christmassy up on the top 2 shelves. And I didn't do anything up at high at all. This is a bit of a mess, but I'm going with it for now. The idea is I do like what I ended up with here. I like the reference of the blue and then the gray stone. I really, really like it. However, I didn't have anything similar to go over these lights, but I want the idea there so I don't forget. So when I'm out shopping, if I find some little, you know, pieces, I will buy. I mean, even if they're just, you know, this greenery here, that will be perfect. I moved our ornament holder off of here since it was just empty. Put the Mary up. There's a couple of, I know they're hidden, but one of them's really melted. They look like they're sitting in snow. So I like that. And I grabbed one of his other ornaments and just set it up there for fun. I moved Gerard over, so he's kind of looking away, and stacked these presents, which I think I've got 1 or 2 more in the basement. And I'm gonna look for a rug. I think I'm gonna go online first since it's still Black Friday sales all weekend and then Cyber Monday. So I'll be looking for that. I put my ornament thing here, and then when I get it at Christmas, I'll probably move it. But I did rearrange. I had him take some of his books. Now this stack I just straightened out, and I added my one of my older music boxes, and I don't think I can't tell yeah, he's a music box. He's cute. He's a snow globe. Put him up there, put my picture, and I think he's a music box as well. And then one little ornament. So I did have him take I don't know, a big stack of books out of this because this one was nothing but books from one end to the other like this. And it just gets a little too busy. I'm not in love with it, but it's not my space. And I may work on it later after the first of the year when we don't have all the decorations. So it's simple, but a little bit more over the top than it was. I think we'd both like to get a nice big area rug. We just haven't found one we like, but I don't mind having a hearth rug at the same time. So if I get a decent looking hearth rug, it'll at least bring some warmth to the space. And I think that's probably about all we're gonna do in here. So I'll bring you back when it's completely done on our tour, and hopefully I'll have something special in there. Thanks so much for coming today, you guys. I'm so appreciative of your time. I know this, well, for me, I feel sometimes a little disappointed that I'm letting you down because, you know, I don't have the tree topper, I don't have the rug. I might like to put something else, like some ribbon or something, on my mantle, but you know what? I'm doing what I can with what I have. In case you're new and you don't know, we just moved. I'm gonna be doing a short or else a whole video. I don't know yet. Just giving you a little quick tour of where we're at, but the garage is totally full of stuff that we have to unpack. So I don't have the funds nor the desire to add to that by buying things I don't need. So this is perfectly fine for now. I will find a tree topper, and if I don't do another thing to that mantle, I'm still in love with it. I love it. I do want to get a rug, which I mentioned, so that'll probably be it. Anyway, if you're new, welcome, and I thank you for watching. If you would just subscribe, it's free. It so helps my channel. If you're watching me on TV, all you have to do is go to your phone and look me up on YouTube. You don't even have to have a YouTube app. Just go to youtube.com, look me up there, and you can subscribe that way. You can comment, you can like, you can do all those things. I know I still do watch all of my YouTube channels, which are mostly the decorating channels. I watch them on television because I want the big screen. I want to see everything they're doing. And so I get it if, you know, you're not using your phone. But I'm just going to tell you, had somebody not reached out to me, Liz, again, I'm going to mention Liz the rest of my life because I just love her and I appreciate what she's done for me. And that's Traditions by the Seasons, by the way, in case you don't know who I'm talking about. But most of you are her subscribers first. So I'm so appreciative of it. But anyway, had she just been doing that, I would have never gotten connected with her. So I'm so appreciative that people take the time to go on their phone or their laptop or whatever and communicate in some way. So if you wouldn't mind, that'd be great. And thank you for all of you that do. I am going to be bringing you lots of content between now and Christmas. So hang in there with me. If you're not pressed on that notified button, please check that out as well, because then you won't miss anything. And I'm going to see you next time. Bye.